A's Extra!
From Stony Brook Field, the Anglers Extra pregame show continues. A couple minutes away from Chatham and Brewster, so it's time for Catch the Day. Ian Unsworth joined by Chatham right-handed pitcher Connor Bovair. Woo! Thanks for coming on.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Connor, you've had a couple outings so far in the Cape League. How's it feel?
Really good. I like being up here a lot. It's nice to kind of get to know everyone. New guys are coming in still every day, so meeting new people, it's always awesome, and just playing here is awesome. I like it.
Who's a teammate that you've connected with early on in your time?
Well, definitely Cam Brown, just because he's my roommate. We're both right-handed pitchers, same age, so just kind of talking to him a lot. And then Ricky Williams. Me and Ricky have gotten real close, just about some stuff we've gone through in college and just how everything we've been through, I guess. And he's one of my good friends, yeah.
Cam's starting on the bump tonight for Chatham against the Whitecaps. What do you think we should expect to see from him?
He's going to throw hard. He's going to throw real hard, and just kind of being around him, living with him, it's cool to see how he prepares for each start, and just going to the weight room with him, lifting. It's kind of cool how he prepares, being from a different school, a different conference, seeing how they kind of do things. So he'll do good.
What are the differences in the way that Connor Bovair and Cam Brown prepare for a pitching outing?
Honestly, it's similar and different. The way we both kind of try to treat our body. I know he does at TCU. He'll kind of do some stim lifts. Like he worked out a little bit before his outing today, where I'm kind of just kind of wake up and go about my day, not try to tire myself out. But you know, as a pitcher, everyone does things differently, and certain things work for other guys that may not work for you. So it's cool.
You've been to two different schools in your time in college. You started at Siena and transferred to North Carolina for this season. What led you to change schools?
Honestly, I just want to get away from home. I think that I committed to Siena at a real young age, and I didn't kind of give myself the true recruiting process. And going to Siena was one of the best things for me. I think it made me a lot better and introduced me to college at a level that necessarily wasn't the ACC, but it's still college baseball at the Division I level. So after that year, I wanted to go somewhere with a bigger school and away from home, kind of just enjoy my time somewhere else. So yeah, I ended up in North Carolina, and I'm happy about it.
What was your experience like in Chapel Hill?
It was awesome. It was awesome. I met a lot of people from a lot of different places that wasn't just necessarily upstate New York or New York as a whole. And the coaches there are great, and I was able to win an ACC championship and play in these big games that I necessarily hadn't before. And it was just a really cool experience at a young age.
From one unique stage to another in the Cape League, what's the biggest difference between pitching in college and pitching on the Cape?
I think the wood bats make a huge difference. We were talking about it actually last night in the bullpen, is the adrenaline feel. Last night when I pitched, there's probably 150 people, and they weren't necessarily loud. But in college, you're pitching in front of thousands, and if you're at an opposing field, they're gonna be yelling at you and whatnot. So I think that is just a huge difference, is just the atmosphere you're playing in. This is more of a laid back, kind of like a cool setting, playing in the Cape, where at school you're playing in front of so many people, and whether it be home or across the country. So I'd say that's the biggest difference for me.
You've reunited with a couple of Tar Heels on the Chatham A's and also across the Cape League. What's that interaction like when you see a UNC buddy from an opposing team?
It's awesome. We played Bourne the other night, so I got to see two of my teammates. And when we saw each other, it was like we hadn't seen each other in like years, but we had seen each other 2 weeks prior. So it's awesome to see, even if we're competing against them. I know Thomas was catching, so it was cool. You're watching him, not necessarily rooting for him because he's playing against you, but when he does something good, it's cool to see because he's getting better and you're getting better. So it's awesome.